What if I told you OpenAI is actively trying to ban one of its biggest competitors? Yep, OpenAI just submitted a proposal to the Trump administration's AI Action Plan, calling for a ban on Deepseek and other PRC-produced models. Their reason? National security. But let's be real. Many believe this is just a calculated move to eliminate competition. By the end of this video, you'll know the real reason OpenAI is pushing for this ban, why the US government is taking it seriously, and what this means for AI's future. Trust me, this goes way beyond just AI models. Let's break it all down. What's happening? OpenAI versus Deepseek. So here's the deal. OpenAI claims Deepseek is a major security risk because it's a Chinese company. They argue that, under Chinese law, Deepseek must comply with government demands for user data, making it a huge threat for security and intellectual property theft. Sounds familiar? That's because this is eerily similar to the concerns around TikTok, which got banned from US government devices over fears that user data could be accessed by the Chinese Communist Party. And it's not just OpenAI. US lawmakers have already tried banning Deepseek on government devices after third-party analysis found it could capture login info and share it with Chinese state-owned companies. But here's where things get really interesting. The competition factor. Is OpenAI just scared? Deepseek has been crushing it lately, even surpassing ChatGPT in the App Store rankings. And let's be real, OpenAI is not happy about it. Many critics believe this isn't about security at all. It's about eliminating competition. Think about it. OpenAI has been dominating the AI space for years, but now Deepseek is stealing market share, growing faster than expected. So what's OpenAI's next move? Get them banned. It's the same playbook used against TikTok. Frame a competitor as a security risk, get lawmakers involved, and shut them down. But not everyone is convinced. Can Deepseek even send data back to China? Here's where things get murky. Some argue that Deepseek's models, when hosted on Western cloud infrastructure, think Microsoft, Amazon, and other US-based platforms, can't even send data back to China, at least not without someone noticing. So if that's true, then why is OpenAI still pushing so hard for a ban? Well, OpenAI also accused Deepseek of something called distillation, basically claiming they stole knowledge from GPT models to train their own AI. If true, this means Deepseek didn't just compete fairly. They used OpenAI's own work against them, which brings us to the bigger picture. Trump's AI Action Plan. The real endgame. The Trump administration's AI Action Plan is about more than just Deepseek. It's focused on 4 major areas: regulatory framework, setting rules for AI governance, export controls, blocking China from accessing advanced AI tech, IP and copyright, stopping AI-related intellectual property theft, infrastructure investment, pouring money into US-based AI projects. So OpenAI's proposal fits perfectly into this agenda. They're essentially handing Trump's team an excuse to crack down on Chinese AI models, and in the process, they get rid of their competition. Strategic, right? The TikTok parallels, a warning sign? We've seen this play out before. First, TikTok was banned on government devices. Then there were talks about a full US ban. Could Deepseek be next? Well, here's where things get even crazier. Recent reports suggest that the Chinese government is now monitoring Deepseek closely. Some employees have even been forbidden from traveling abroad and forced to surrender their passports. That raises a huge question. If Deepseek isn't working with the Chinese government, why are they being treated like a national security asset? This could mean 2 things. Deepseek really is tied to the Chinese government, and Beijing wants to keep it under control. The US pressure is working, and China is getting paranoid about losing its AI race. Either way, it proves one thing: AI is now a global battleground. Will Deepseek actually get banned? Alright, let's talk realistic outcomes. Here's what's most likely to happen. Deepseek will probably be banned from US government devices, just like TikTok. That's already in motion. More restrictions on Chinese AI companies. Expect tougher regulations, making it harder for Deepseek to operate in the US. A full-scale ban? Unlikely. Unless there's major proof that DeepSeek is funneling data back to China, banning it entirely would be a legal nightmare. So, OpenAI might win the battle, but whether they win the war is another story. What do you think? This isn't just an AI fight, it's a global tech war. So, I want to hear from you. Do you think OpenAI is right to push for a ban? Or is this just a power move to kill the competition? Drop a comment below, and let's get this discussion going. And if you made it this far, smash that like button. It really helps out. For more deep dives into AI, tech, and the future of innovation, hit that subscribe button and check out this next video on the screen. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.